What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Crisis 169 coming to you live with a live broadcast. My upload's not working properly still. Issues there. I'm trying to figure them out eventually. But in this broadcast, I'm going to talk off a list here of games coming out in 2023. I'm going to go through, I think, January, February, March, maybe even April. Then we'll stop and I'll do another week video later on, a couple months down the road, talking about other upcoming games coming out in this year. We're going to go through January, and January about halfway over as it started, with January, February, and March, maybe April. And I'll discuss some of the games here, the games I'm thinking I heard about, what you might like. So if I'm reading up and down and talking to you, it's because I don't have a way to have two screens here. If I had two screens in the room, I had two screens. But I don't have enough room for two screens, so I have to go about this way. Hopefully I get a second monitor, but I need a bigger table. But we'll may do what we have. I don't have room for a bigger table. This table here is good enough. It suits me well. Once again, if I get a new monitor, it'll probably be a smaller one I can put above my gaming one and use that as my secondary monitor. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on to it now. Okay, I'm on GameStop right now. This is the table of contents, January through December. January's games are One Piece Odyssey, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PC. January 13th. What is Odyssey 1? Looks more like a role-playing type of game. It's more like a role-playing type of game. Active-adventure role-playing. If you know what Odyssey 1 is, you know what I'm talking about. Persona 5, Space for the Unbound. Once again, PS5, Xbox, PS4. Another one, another publisher from, didn't say what it's from. Interesting. It delays a new game due to feelings. This game has been delayed. It's Space for the Unbound has been delayed. It had a release date of the 19th, but because of that reason, it ain't going to happen. Some games you're looking at, Dead Space, 27th. We all know what Dead Space is. Seasons, Letter of Future, Forsaken, Persona. Persona is, don't know what it is. Royal coming to Xbox, Game Pass, and PC. See, a lot of these games I don't know about because a lot of these games are your RPG type of games. I'm more into your Resident Evil, Uncharted, your bigger games. A Fire Emblem is one I've been hearing a lot about. It's coming out on the 20th this month. It's more of a Emblem characters from past, and we know you can fishing, eating, fighting. You can do all on what you want to do. So it's probably more of a wannabe a Breath of the Wild. That comes out only on what is it at? Switch, January 20th. February delivers us Mars, Clash, Artifacts, Chaos. Delivers us Mars, PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X Series X, February 2nd. Wild Hearts, Atomic Heart, Destiny 2, Light Fall, PS4, PS5, Xbox X Series, Xbox One, PC, February 28th. That one is probably going to be the biggest one, Destiny 2, like all the expansion. And with the Destiny being free to play, people are going to probably buy anything they can. Horizon Call of the Mountains is a PlayStation VR game. It's the VR version of Horizon. Legend of Heroes, Bayonetta, Origins, See the Last Demon, Switch only, obviously. Bayonetta has been pretty big on the Switch right now so far. A lot of people have liked it. I have a lot of friends myself who actually like Bayonetta, who actually play it pretty well and enjoy it, and I never got into it. March games, the day before, One World Zombie MMO has been delayed and switches to Unreal 5. So it was supposed to come out in 2022, but it's been pushed back because of the Unreal 5 engine. And I'm all for this. I'm all for the fact that people complain about games being delayed. We don't need any more Halo Infinite, Battlefield, Call of Duties, Cyberpunk, even though it got fixed really well. We don't need a lot of these games come out like this. What we need is games to be done working 100% ready to rock and roll. I don't mean music as a leader. And March 3rd is The Last of Us. We all know The Last of Us. It's coming to PC. I never really got into it. I didn't care much for it. The Last of Us 2 looks to be, to me, a lot better of the two. More action, less run around scared. Of course, first one, you're kind of feeling yourself to who you were. You didn't know what was going on. Last of Us 2 was not well received, but it became better as time went on. But you don't have it on Steam yet. Eventually, I think it will come on Steam eventually. Poppy Pig World Adventures. That's on all platforms. I'm going to say all platforms. Legend of Heroes, Tales of Azul, PS4, Switch, PC. That's probably going to be the last of the original PS4 games you're going to get, probably. That's going to be something headlining. Resident Evil 4. This is something that I think will be interesting. Resident Evil 4 remake on all systems. I'm going to start saying all systems, except Switch. So, Having Nice Death, Switch. That's March 22nd. 2 days later will be Resident Evil 4, Crime Boss, Rocky City. Talk about April a little bit here. Kind of slow here because I think January you have nothing really in January unless you're big on MMOs, role playing games. Not saying it's bad at all. February you start getting some games in here. I see at least expansion 1. Let's see here. I only see 1. March is where you're going to have Last of Us, March 3rd, PC only. It's being remastered. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor. All systems except Switch, March 17th. Resident Evil, all systems except Switch, March 24th. April, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Switch, PS4, and PC. That's probably going to be an older title, no bells and whistles. May is the biggest one going to be out May 12th. We all know what that's going to be. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That's going to be probably the biggest one of all of them. And May is going to be a big year this year. It only has 2 games, Suicide Squad, Kill Justice. It's probably the all systems of Switch. But if you bought a Switch like I have, you're probably going to get this Legend of Zelda Tales of the Kingdom. I'm probably going to pick that up because I only have 2 games. I had a lot, but I traded them all in. I played a lot of them, but I didn't really play much of them. So I'm gonna get Zelda and try that out. See how that works out. June, like I said, June Street Fighter 6, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, PC. June 2nd. Diablo 4, PC, PS4, Series X, Xbox One, PC. Final Fantasy 16. PS5 only, June 22nd. Hogwarts Legacy, And to be announced, some games to be announced here. I'm gonna go over these because it wasn't a lot here. It's only July. We'll have more, of course, on here eventually. 1000 Time Resist, Switch and PC. Abric Factor, PC. After the Fall, PSVR 2. After Us, all PCs except PS4 and Xbox One. Alan Wake 2. That one looks like something would be interesting. Alan Wake was a good one, they said, first one. This is going to be on PS5, Xbox X Series S and X, and PC. Aliens Dark Descent, all consoles except Switch. Aiden, Assassin's Creed Mongol. Assassin's Creed, no, it's looking like Mongol. New Assassin's Creed game coming 2023. Miracle, Very Age. That's to be announced. It's coming for all consoles. If I can find it, here it is. PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PC. Athens Falling, PC, Xbox X Series, PS5. Ushers, BattleBit Remastered, Biogun, Blaze Strike, Bomb Rush, Cyber Fury, Bounty Star, Call of Duty, Warzone Mobile, iOS. Who cares about that crap? Cocoon. I don't know. Games I know are coming out. Disney's Illusioned Island. If you're Disney's Illusioned Island, the Switch eventually. EA Pub, PGA Golf. Hey, if you're all for golf's coming out eventually. Everspace is PS4, Xbox One, PC. That still hasn't come out yet. That's been talked about for a couple years now. Everspace. Frozen Motorsports, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Funny how it's not being released for the base model Xbox One anymore. I think what's going on now, guys, is that they're slowly weighing people off the Xbox One. With consoles coming out now, with the X Series being a little more available and the S Series everywhere, I found more X Series in GameStop and in PS5s. So, if your Xbox, say Xbox One X is old, like mine's 2017, it's still pretty good. It was 6 years old. Eventually, the games ain't gonna come out for it anymore. And I'm thinking what's gonna happen is Game Pass will not let you play a lot of these games coming out that are only for the X and S series. Being they don't have time to keep downgrading, taking that water in the Gatorade, and keep watering it down, just to make it where they can play it on the system. So if you want to play Forza Motorsports, you're gonna have to buy an Xbox X Series S or PC. Luckily, I have a PC, but it'll probably come on the Xbox One, and of course, it'd be downgraded tremendously. Ghostbusters: Rise of Ghost Lord, Quest 2. That's the new I think Facebook and the PSVR. Hello Neighbor, Hyperlight. A lot of games here. Master Detective. A lot of games here looking like it's going to be an interesting year. But I don't really see a whole lot of banger titles that are going to be, they're going to be. Street Fighter 6 is still announced. It was told to be on there, but I think it's announced. Suicide Squad, once again, still be announced. A lot of these games, guys, are being announced or given just, what they call placeholder dates, where it says they're going to be out January 6th. Back in September, you're probably going to move to May or June or July. That's normal. because they have to put a date. They can't say, well, come out January 1st at midnight. No, they can't do that. They have to have common sense with it. Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Bolt Gun, Dark Tide, Rogue Trader, Space Marine 2, all 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 40,000 Warhammer 40,000 PC and consoles for Rogue Trader and Dark Tide are going to be on Xbox X Series and S. And the 40,000 Space Marine 2 will be on Xbox X Series, S, PS, and PC. Wild Hearts, Witchfire, WrestleQuest, Macho Man Randy Savage, and tons of iconic. Then they need to power bomb your way to glory. It's probably one of those little knockoff games. Really, I don't see a lot here to really say it's going to be a banger year. No, I see a lot here that's going to be filler, kind of thing. I want to call it that way. Where yes, it's going to fill up the shelves or whatever, but it's not going to be the banger titles like it was before. It ain't going to be like the banger title like it was before. It ain't going to be like where it was a couple years ago, where 8, 9, 10 years ago you had games coming out, come out your butt practically. Come out your butt. You ain't gonna have that. Have that at all. And that being said, though, Zelda and Forza Last of Us Remastered, Capcom Resident Evil 4 Remastered, still no Dead Rising 5, still no Titanfall 3, still no Battlefront 3. So it's really hard to say, well, this is what's going to happen. We don't know. What I know is that the games I've seen right now in the list I showed you, or the list I was reading off, only a couple this year. When you get to March and April and May, even June, that's when the big games come out, and that's only going to be a couple. But a lot of those games I mentioned, if you like this RPG, get in the wrong RPGs. If you're happy with January, pile of games coming in, if you're Switch or PC, hey, you know what? Go nuts. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't play. I'll never tell you what you can and can't play. I'll never do it because it's not my thing to do. But I will say, hey, if you're really into gaming and want to play those games, it's fine. A lot of those games will probably come to Game Pass anyway. That's on multi-platforms anyway. So if you got a game that's Ultimate, on an X series or an S series, with expandable hard drive, expandable SSD, you're fine. You're good to go. PS5 has a lot coming out only for PS5 2 as well. There's only a couple coming out only for PS5, and a few only come out for Xbox. So between that, let's say there's about, about 100 games there to say. 100 games. Can I say 100 games come out for a whole year? Maybe 50% for Xbox, 50% for PlayStation. But out of the 50% for Xbox, cut that in half, 25% of it to Steam. Because Steam is going to get most of it too as well. When it says PC, it doesn't mean Xbox app. It means PC itself. So the games have Xbox X Series S and X and PC, it's coming on both systems. Game Pass generally, and on Steam. Now Horizon, Forza, of course, will be on Xbox and PC, but it'd be on, you pay for it on Steam because you're paying Xbox, you log into your Xbox account or just download it from Game Pass on your PC. It'd be a lot easier and play it that way. Either way, you're going to play it. So that there being said, that's not terrible. Not at all. It's just, I think a lot of the games now that PC are getting are just games that are from Xbox that are getting to as well. And I think that's kind of weird because a lot of multiplats are like Resident Evil 4 and Street Fighter. You know they're going to be watered down to the Xbox One base one. They're going to have to, unless they want people to, you know what, we're cutting off the Xbox One. If they do that, people might not even buy an Xbox. They might go buy a PC. They can play it. Even though, why would you buy a PC if you don't know PC you can get your hands on? So really, guys, I'm gonna make a next video. I went through that pretty quickly because this wasn't much at all. I thought it'd be a lot more than that. It's only 20 minutes long, so really not much at all. My next video will probably be tomorrow morning, Monday. I'll go over prices of pre-built versus building yourself. I have two things up. I'll search a pre-built, a decent one, maybe $2,000. Let's say a budget of $2,000 or $1,000. We'll start with $1,000 first and see how much that would be and how much parts you can get. If you can get cheap or not, will it be cheaper to buy a pre-built or cheaper to buy and build it yourself? And then, I'll make a decision. In the end, I'll total them up. I won't pay for any of them. I'll just total them up. Hopefully as a guest only, and see what it says. And see what it says and see how it works and see what goes on. And that way, you guys who want to get off the consoles like I did, you might go the route of a pre-built. My brother-in-law told me it'd be easier to get a pre-built something back then because it's hard to get the parts at one time. So I could have gone to Costco and they got a $1,500, 3060. Oh, I think an i7 or i5, 1100, whatever, K or KF, whatever, for $1,500. Not a bad deal, but you buy those pre-built. You have somebody come by, or brother-in-law, or you have somebody like your family member that knows PCs, come by and check it out to make sure it works good. Because you get those PCs, man, they're crappy. $2,000 ain't nothing. Because they don't care. They'll throw crap in there that could be wrong. So that's why you go to Best Buy or Sam's Club or Costco. I mean, even then, you're kind of playing fire. You go to Walmart, you might get something that says 2070. You might get a 1070. And yeah, that's powerful to play games, but I don't know what you ordered. So you gotta be careful. Probably pre-built, because if you got a Micro Center in your town, you might go ahead and get a pre-built from your Micro Center if they have them over there. If you don't, like I don't, there's one of me is in Fairfax or Fairview, Virginia. About 11 hours away. I'm not driving 11 hours to go buy a gaming rig. Sorry, guys. But that being said, though, so tomorrow I'll make a video. So you want to buy a pre-built or do it yourself, something like that lines. So guys, once again, thank you for watching this video. I didn't have much to go on this time around. So it'll be interesting to talk about tomorrow later on. Yeah, guys, once again, like, subscribe, notification, and ring that bell. I thank you guys for sharing my channel. I thank you for my 28, 29 subscribers. I love you all. Be blessed this whole new year. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Peace out.